Whew. Good morning, y'all. I don't think y'all gonna like me this morning, but what can I say? The truth is what the truth is, and you're not always gonna like the truth. Yep, hanging around in here in the warehouse. Walked outside so I could do my little video. The truth is what the truth is, and there are gonna be some people who are not gonna like this truth, and I'm okay with that. So let's get started. I just posted a meme that said justice for Jacob. He was tasered and shot in the back 7 times. Doesn't matter to me that his kids were there. I'm about to give y'all some harsh truth. What Jacob did is what I tell my wife all the time not to do with God, and that is be presumptuous. Be presumptuous as to what the outcome is going to be based on your relationship with God or based on your relationship with the situation. Some people take things for granted. And when they take things for granted, things don't go the way that you think they're going to go. Just because God is my Savior, my Redeemer, my everything, my provider, does not mean that I should presume to put him in a situation to be those things to me. He is already those things to me. He does not have to be tried or tested through my presumption for him to do so. So with that being said, I watched the video from where it picked up. Okay, let's say that. What happened prior to this man walking around the vehicle and going into his car, man, don't even matter. I'm about to tell y'all that right now. Probably not gonna like that, but it's the truth. What happened prior to whatever happened, that he found himself on the other end of an officer's pistol, okay, does not matter. The fact that they were tasing this man was his grace, okay? In this climate that we find ourselves in, where police are shooting black men, or where it's being reported, right, the officer involved shootings involving black males and females, black men and women. In this climate where this is occurring at an all-time high, or what they say is an all-time high, there's a reason not to presume that you're going to be safe out here. So with that being said, the man had been tased. If he had been tased, that was his grace. Once they pulled out the firearms after trying to tase him and whatever that did not work for some reason, and they decided to deploy firearms, at that point in time, that man should have understood that his life was in danger. Okay? His life was in danger. At that point in time, once the guns came out, it is no longer your opportunity to do what you want to do. Okay, and I blame Black Lives Matter. I do. I blame Black Lives Matter. I blame the perspective that people are taking to protest for, and are thinking that means they have extra rights all of a sudden. You only have your rights. You don't have extra rights because people are out here actually protesting for something real, and for all the other people who were wrongfully shot. I'm going to tell you, these officers are going to be cleared of this shooting. It ain't a political force in this world that somebody's going to watch this video and say, oh no, the officers were not in the right. Oh yeah, they were in the right. It's the same reason that every time I've been pulled over, I've never reached for my wallet, just reached for my wallet, because I know that's an automatic reason for a cop to feel like I could be reaching for anything. And in that instance, justifiably, if he fires his firearm on me, he will be justified. I reach for my wallet. I just reach for it. Everybody knows, and I'm telling you this because once again, I keep telling y'all. My perspective is I grew up in the hood. I ran the street. I did the street thing. You know, I keep running y'all my illegal resume all the time for the reasons for my perspective. I have a unique perspective. I was committing crime, and I had enough wherewithal to know that these are things you do not do. Y'all out here Joe Blow, corny cornball, lame as lame can be out here in these streets, fooling around with these police who gonna do it to the death, man. Okay, they gonna do it to the death. You try them, they gonna try you to the death. If you ain't willing to go to the death with them, and I mean in the sense of firing back, or you got a firearm and you willing to shoot it out with them, man, look, this ain't your cup of tea. This not your battle. It's not for you to battle. It's not for you to fight in that way, then. Let me say that. That's not the way for you to fight. You need to recognize the situation you in and not get yourself killed unnecessarily or harmed unnecessarily. Okay? So like I said, a lot of people, they're not going to like this video because the truth is what the truth is. Is it a travesty for that man to get shot in front of his kids? Man, it's a travesty. His kids are going to be scarred for life. And they're going to be scarred for life thinking that their father was done wrong. But he wasn't done wrong. Everybody knows you don't go reach in a car. You don't go reach into a vehicle with an officer on your back with a firearm in his fucking hand. And I'm sorry, excuse my language, but that is the stupidest thing I have been yet to see. And I'm not judging the man. I'm saying he just didn't know the rules. He didn't know the rules, or all this protesting and Black Lives Matter got people out here acting out of character. You know, there are instances where police have overstepped their boundaries here in the last few months that have been justified, that they've been fired, suspended, taken to task, politicized, all of that, okay? They've done things they shouldn't have done. And then there's this instance where all this justice for Jacob, ain't no justice coming, okay? Jacob got exactly what he was looking for. And that's an attempt for him to be martyred during this climate, during this political climate, for the sake of flexing his black life mattering. Okay, that's not how you do that. That's not how you do that. I'm just trying to tell y'all, that's not how you do that. That is a way for you to get yourself shot. That's a way for you to get yourself killed in these streets. I'm telling you, better ask you better. I wish I could tag some homeboys. I wish I could tag one. Okay? And get him on here and get him to vouch for the information I'm providing because he was out there with me. And I do. I got one here. I got a homeboy here, and I got a homeboy on the book who they know what I'm saying is the truth. Okay, anytime we was in the car and we was out here, I'm talking about riding 4 deep, all kind of stuff, man. You had to understand. You had to understand what the situation was automatically. It's either fight or it's flight. That's it. Ain't no making no goofy moves. Ain't no doing nothing stupid. Ain't no somebody reaching all of a sudden for something, get the whole damn car shot up. They gonna indiscriminately shoot into the car. They ain't gonna just shoot the person who making the move. They gonna shoot everybody in the car. I'm just trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all gotta be wise with this, with the way you walking out here. You gotta be wise with the way you walking, because if you're not in a position to do it to the death, man, you stepping on the wrong toes, because these cops out here and they gonna do it to the death. They priority and what they're told when they're at the station is to make sure they make it home. You have to understand that mentality. See, like me, when I was in the street, that was my mentality. My mentality was to make it home. By any means possible, I'm going to make it home. Okay, especially if it's some situation like this. Like I just don't understand this, man. And for anybody who's real about this, you're gonna understand that this is a real commentary I'm giving. And for all y'all who just emotionally charged as usual because you don't know nothing about nothing, okay? You probably make decisions in your emotions all the time, so you have no idea how to think at this point. You just going with the flow. Yeah, justice for Jacob. I'm telling you, unless there was some type of violation before they started tasering that man, that's the only justice he got coming. Other than that, the best thing he could have done was kept walking away from them, out in the open. So if they would have gunned him down out in the open, now I'm like, hell yeah, man, justice for Jacob, man. Let's go burn Kenosha to the ground, right? It's not what happened, man. He put himself in danger. He put his life in danger. He put the lives of his children in danger. So anyway, like I said, man, be wise when you're walking out here. These police doing it to the death. They being told to make sure they make it home. A lot of them got that in their mind. They got to make it home. They got to make it home to their family. And then you got someone they just out here and they scary. They looking for any reason to pull their gun and shoot. Some of them scary. Some of them overbearing. Some of them ego driven. Some of them power hungry. Some of them power tripping. You don't know who you're going to run across till you run across them. And you have to decide in that instance how you're going to conduct yourself. That's just what I'm saying. Like I said, I'll say it and I'll say it again. I had an uncle who retired as a homicide detective. I got a cousin who's on the force right now. And I would say the same thing in front of them. Because they know what they're being told. They know what they were training officers to do. They know what they were telling them to do. Like my uncle used to train officers at the academy. As you know, I don't believe he was telling them to shoot people. You know what I'm saying? From what I've heard, brief things my mother has communicated to me concerning his time as a trainer. He told them there would be days you're going to be disrespected and you have to stand in the face of that. They're going to curse you out. They're going to get in your face. They're going to be upset and you have to remain calm. And I know my uncle, he has a very calm demeanor. So I could only imagine him. But when he is like me, we're very calm until we're not calm anymore. We're very calm until you pushed it too far. And now we're going to exert our authority. We're going to exert, right, the place where we come from the place of right, right? And we're going to be righteously angry, and we're going to act out in that righteous anger, and we're going to control whatever it is that's around us. We're no longer going to be controlled in that situation. It's going to be over with. So I trust my uncle's character in that reference for how he would have trained anybody else. Because he's just like me. He is a man of integrity. Now, granted, he didn't tell me stuff like I wish he would have told me, but I do believe he is a man of integrity and a man of character. And I believe my cousin is out there and he is doing the same. Man of integrity, man of character. He's going to treat you how you allow him to treat you. If you're respectful, they're going to treat you with respect. If you're not, well, you can only expect to get the full brunt of the law. Like when it runs its course where, you not like you cross the line with your disrespect, because you can be disrespectful all you want. It's called the First Amendment. You can say what you want and all you want. Okay? I'm just trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all got to learn how to move out here. We're not going to be making movements and hashtags for everybody, and ain't nobody going to be campaigning that like that, man, because some of these people they're going beyond where they should be going. So that's my commentary. If you got some feedback, by all means, jump on here. Like, I was talking to a friend of mine about it the other day, and she, I told her it was messed up. that he was shot like that. I thought he was dead till I just seen on the news last night. They said he was in the hospital and he was still alive. I'm glad. Thank God. May he come out of this and know to do better. Harsh lesson, but boy, won't God do it? Because he will. He would teach you for being presumptuous. And I'm just hoping that he understands the lesson he learned and understand that don't come out here looking for a rally. Come out, you should be like, I'm sorry because I put my life in danger. I put my children's life in danger when I caused the officer to fire. He caused that officer to fire upon him when he reached inside of the vehicle. Y'all act like y'all ain't never seen cops. Cops will tell you, you'll see a cop video there, you'll hear it in a minute. Don't reach. Don't reach. They don't know what the hell you reaching for. Don't reach. Or we say on the basketball court, you reach, I teach. You reach out here in these streets, you gonna feel that heat. I'm just trying to tell you what's real. Y'all can be presumptuous if you want to, turn your ass into a martyr for no reason. Like you'll be a martyr to no cause. You'll be a martyr to no cause. No, you ain't doing nothing. You just got yourself killed. That's the only thing that is gonna be. If it's worth going, you better be sure. Ooh, if it's worth trying them, you better be sure. You better be right. Because I'm telling you, I'll be the first person when a cop trying to violate my rights, I'm going to stand 10 toes down. You're going to have to go all the way because I'm willing to go all the way. But you can't be out here. You can't be out here on some fake flex and stuff because you don't know nothing. You Black Lives Matter. Get your man. Last time I'm going to say it, going to get yourself shot. Right? Being done wrong, you being done wrong. You need to stand 10 toes down on the fact that you're being done wrong. But there are certain things you don't need to do that are going to place your life in immediate danger. So I'm just trying to school y'all, man, because I'm seeing the hashtags and I'm seeing the memes, and I just posted one, and I'm pointing y'all to this commentary to hear how I blame Black Lives Matter for this. Hands down, I blame them. I blame the whole movement right now. For anybody else who coming out here and doing just what he did and get shot, it's their fault. They ain't educating the public. They ain't educating nobody. All they out here doing is talking about some Black Lives Matter. And then you got black people out here thinking that mean like the police, right? Like I follow anti-cop channels, or I'm not going to say anti-cop channels that say that having a badge does not grant cops extra rights. And I agree with that. You having a badge don't grant you no extra rights. But also being black don't grant you no extra rights either. So it's people like, unfortunately, like Jacob, who are going to be a hindrance to the cause. Who are going to be a hindrance to the cause. They're not going to be a catapult. They're going to be the reason that they talking about why black people out here getting shot, because this is the stupid shit they doing. I mean, you have an opportunity, which I'm not going to say, because I don't believe in the Democrats and the Republicans like that anyway, because I ain't heard not one black agenda, not one contract with the black people about what they going to do concerning black people. So I expect life to continue to go on like it's been going on. And call me a cynical person until I see some paperwork. I don't believe it. It's much like somebody telling you your homeboy a rat. Till you see his name in the paperwork, you can't believe that, man. It don't matter what somebody say. If you don't see his name on paperwork and somebody can't say that they seen X, they was there, they heard them, and it's got to be a reputable source. It can't just be any Joe Schmo, man. Like can't be just telling you your homeboy a rat. You got to see his name in paperwork. You got to see where he lined up and pointed the finger. This the same thing. Till you show me something in paperwork, I do not believe that either party, as they have never have, are going to have an agenda that works towards all of these things that need to be fixed in the black community. Large part, a lot of that starting, not it starts with us and then it don't start with us. And I'm not gonna even jump into that. It's a whole nother commentary. But y'all be safe out here. Don't get yourself shot. Don't get yourself abused. Thinking that all of a sudden, because the spotlight is on black people, that we should go out here and start doing stuff that puts our lives in danger to try to make a point. Don't do that. That's all I got to say to y'all, man. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Accept this truth as it is because it's true. You can come in and fill in the blanks about what happened before and all of that. I ain't talking about none of that. I'm talking about once that man reached in the car and they were already trailing him with firearms out, he should have expected to get shot. And that was his fault. His fault was he didn't think they'd shoot him, nor would they shoot him in front of his kids. And y'all got life messed up. If you think that an officer who think his life is in danger is not going to shoot you in front of whoever, he going to shoot you. So I'll be surprised, and I'm going to end it with like this. I'll be surprised if the officers are charged. I'd be surprised. Like, cause I'm not a district attorney, but I can look at that video all day and see the man wasn't complying. He wasn't complying. They had deployed tasers. They had used non-lethal remedies. And he still didn't comply. Instead, he continued to do what he wanted to do and was presumptuous and presumed that he was going to continue to do what he wanted to do. Right up until, when cops squeeze, they squeeze, man. They ain't firing no one shot. They squeezed 7 bullets up in that man with the quickness. Pop, 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 pop. And that's how it happened. And that's how you end up shot up. Trying to tell y'all, man, there's too many of y'all that's too lame out here who you think the system is going to save you. The system is going to defend you. The system ain't going to do none of that. You better defend you. You better save you. You better use common sense. You better have your head on your shoulders. You better be on your P's and Q's. You better have your head on the swivel. You better understand the situation that you're in. You better have situational awareness, man. You better understand. Don't let this climate get you tricked off. So that's it. I'm done. I probably don't went way longer than I wanted to. You know what? You jump on here, you hear this commentary, you want to leave some feedback, y'all want to chop it up and talk about it? Come on, but I'm giving you a real life perspective. I'm giving you a perspective from somebody who done been out there. Okay? Who done got arrested, had guns pulled on them, all by the police. Okay? I had jump out boys run out chasing us, pulling guns on us, jumping out us, pulling up on us on the street, throwing us on the cars. Man, look, you ain't talking to somebody who ain't had personal interaction with law enforcement, who understands the dynamic of sometimes you need to go sit down and shut up somewhere. So that's it. I love y'all. Like I said, you want to jump on here? Want to leave some commentary, man? Well, chop it up about this, and by all means, let's do it. But boy, you better have some strong perspective. You better have some good perspective. Because right now, mine is 100% on point.